Welcome to 700 Club Canada. We're so glad you joined us today, and I want to welcome Hollie Taylor. Hollie, it's so great to have you with us.
It's so good to be here.
You know, Hollie is a pro communicator, right? She's in radio. How does it feel like to be on TV now?
Kind of like a fish out of water. Didn't know what to wear. I didn't know how to do my makeup.
Right? You don't have to do that on radio?
No. I like that. No one can see me. It's just all about the words.
Well, we're really excited to have you. You're going to be with us, just, guest hosting with me all this week. And I really look forward to that. And I want to know who your family is. And our viewers want to know, who's your family? Who makes up your loved ones?
My loved ones.
Yeah.
Well, I have my husband, Phil.
Okay.
And I have 2 daughters. One just celebrated last week her 8th birthday.
Wow.
So our house was all about the LOLs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm learning a lot about the world of an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
So Jordan, and then a 5-year-old, and her name is Marley.
Oh, how fun is that? Well, your family had a big move.
We did.
You used to live
In Edmonton.
in Edmonton. You're a Western Canadian girl.
I know, born and raised.
Right. And now you're in Ontario, and you moved during COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done so much. You're a podcaster, you're radio. Now you're the manager at Joy Radio.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about Joy Radio. Like, what brought you there?
Well, it's always exciting to be a part of a company that is moving and growing and just being able to adapt with the change that technology is. It's so fast, especially with the pandemic.
Oh,
if you're not online or going into the digital world, you're missing out on lots of opportunities to really reach people and encourage them. So I joined Joy Radio as their station manager, actually a year last week, which is to celebrate the birthday.
Yeah.
And it's been just incredible being a part of the team. They're just so dedicated. And being able to be in that kind of role was also a huge challenge for me. I came from doing the morning show, and now I get to have the opportunity to really steward the direction of what is being played on the station, also with different technology streams. So we're online on the website.
Okay. I was going to say, where do you find Joy Radio?
Joyradio.ca. Check it out. You can stream. We have an app so people can connect with their favorite ministries on their own time. Which I think is so important because, you don't want to miss out on your favorite shows. You want to be able to find them right away, hence PVR, right?
Right.
And then, of course, the podcast. We've got several podcasts that are part of Faith Strong Today, which is the digital arm of what we do.
I'm familiar with many of those podcasts, including your own.
Yes.
So much fun.
Me Project.
Yeah.
Little shameless plug there.
Absolutely. I love it. Well, tell me about Christian. I mean, we're in Christian television. I believe so wholeheartedly in what we do here.
Yeah.
Because we get to share the best news in the world.
Yeah, we really do.
And why do you believe in Christian radio? Like, what's the impact you think Christian radio is having across Canada and around the world?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite questions because I went into radio because I wanted to make a difference. And when I entered into the radio scene, it was 20-some-odd years ago.
Yeah.
And that's when the shock radio was alive and well. And it was about shocking your audience with content. And I just thought there's so much more important messages to give to people. And I thought, I want to do something different. So I got hired on at a mainstream radio station in Edmonton. And then almost weekly, I called the Christian radio station in Edmonton.
Really?
Like, do you have any openings yet? No? Cool. I'll try again next week.
Wow.
And so
you just didn't let up. They couldn't shake you off.
I know. They're like, we've got this news position, and I am terrible at news. I'm not a news person.
Yeah.
But I took the position, 2 months. They thought, yeah, you're not a news girl. But they didn't fire me, so I felt very fortunate about that. However, I got a chance to learn more about the radio station, and I was in Christian radio, and I just thought, what a great opportunity to be able to play music that's going to give a life-breathing message. It's not just about shocking somebody and entertaining them, but it's entertainment with a purpose to encourage people in their faith, to introduce them to Jesus if they've never heard about him. And just to be able to do life with people. We've had some incredible calls and relationships with those who tune in, and just stories that'll break your heart. We got the regulars that call in to the radio station, and you chat with them, and it's just such a great way of being able to be there in the homes, on their smart speakers, on their phones, on their computer. And so for me, that's why I love Christian radio. We're immediate. We can be there wherever people are, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, you know what? When I hear you talk about your passion for Christian radio, I feel like I feel the same way about Christian television.
Yeah.
I mean, we really are a voice that we've been given permission and welcomed into someone's home
Yeah.
or into their car.
Yes.
People don't watch TV in the car, but
No.
they could listen to us. But you know what? It is a privilege, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And together today, I was thinking lately about the hopelessness that is across our nation.
Yeah.
And we have the privilege of sharing the best news in the world. And how did you come to Jesus? Tell me just briefly, your testimony. Like, what drew you to follow Jesus?
I always feel like when my story is a bit of the unentertaining story. I was 5. I picked up a book that said, "How do I become a Christian?" And I thought, "Mom, I think I want to do this."
Wow.
And she said, "Sure, that's a really great thing to do." And we talked about what it means to be a Christian and how it's not just saying, "Yeah, that's neat, I want to do this," but it's about actually deciding to serve the Lord, to go to Him first when you're making decisions and allow Him to guide your path and
That's right.
to keep Him first in your life. So I was 5 and
Wow.
it was September. I remember it. And it was just one of those moments that I will never forget, even though I was 5.
Well, you know what? We're never to look down on the faith of a child. Jesus told us that. I was very young too. I think I was around 5. And the faithfulness of God, we can both say in our lives,
Yeah.
the grace of God in our lives, I think is a beautiful testimony.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really His story, right?
Yeah,
it's really not all about us, even though some days we think it is. But you know what? I just love that you faithfully followed Jesus. And I bless you in your work at Joy Radio. And I hope people tune in and find Joy Radio wherever. Listen to the podcast. You can get to know Hollie more. But we're going to have fun this week. We're going to talk to some guests. Hollie's going to be sharing more with you every day this week. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And now Lori shares her long journey out of depression. Watch this story.